What's up, you guys? It's post game time. How you doing tonight, brother? I mean, what kind of crap? What kind of crap are we supposed to buy, listen to, watch? What kind of crap?
Kevin, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin, Kevin. I'm at a loss. We said this. I said this a million times. It doesn't matter who coaches this team. They're inept. They're just an inept organization. There's just this organization. They should be the New York Jokers because this organization never does anything right. Never, 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 never. No matter who coaches them, what players they bring in, this organization is just a fucking laughing stock. I'm sorry. What else can I
And, and
say?
and to listen to this guy today, this guy being Salah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You want us to
Yeah.
buy that the loss is not because of the quarterback? Are you high?
Kevin, I don't know who posted it today, what media guy, so I don't want to say a name and get it wrong. But did you, and I think I sent you the article, did you see how many times there was an open receiver?
Of course. You'd have to be blind not to see it. The only one who didn't see it is the quarterback.
That tell you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what does that tell you? Zach Wilson does not trust what he's seeing and is not confident enough to make these throws anymore because he's panicking.
I've said before, he doesn't know how to read a defense. He goes through his progressions like a turtle. That's all I've been saying. And sure enough, and I knew he was going to implode yesterday. Implode.
Yeah, yeah. But Salah's going to tell you in the press conference he's going through his progressions good. They're proud of the way he's going
getting better. Yeah, don't you see the improvement?
What I don't understand
don't you see how much better he is and how good he's gotten?
What I don't understand is when Woody Johnson, and I understand he's a businessman and whatever, but when he wakes up in the morning and his team is being told by four people sitting at a table what the Jets are doing wrong. And then you turn on ESPN and Rex Ryan, God love him, I wish he was back here, and Damian Woody tell you what's being done wrong. And then you listen to Joe Beningo and whoever else you want to name tell you what's doing wrong. Is Woody not going to Joe Douglas and saying, oh, what are we missing here that everyone else is seeing that we're not? Because this Zach Wilson is the worst quarterback in the history of football. I'm sorry.
Period. Period.
I'm sorry.
Period. Don't be sorry. They should be sorry for trotting him out there every Sunday. They should be sorry, not you.
But I'm sorry, Kevin, because as a Jet fan, I want to like this team. I've been on this team for 40 some odd years. It's getting impossible to watch them. It's the same. We said this last year. It's the same story. It's like watching the same movie and hoping for a different ending. It's not happening. It's like reading this and looking for a different ending. Let me tell you, Kevin, I don't care how many times you watch Jaws 1. In the end, the shark dies. This fucking Jet team is like watching the same thing every week. Every week. And as shitty as the defense played yesterday, Kevin, they gave up 3 points in the second half.
Listen, you give up 13 points in your own building against a division rival, you expect to win the game. You expect to win the game.
No, I'm not going to tell defense was lights. Yeah, I know. And I'm not going to tell you this defense was lights out. At the end of the third quarter, the Patriots were 8 for 14 on third down conversions. So I'm going to tell you this team where they couldn't get off the field in certain areas. But Zach Wilson was just so
horrendous. Horrendous. This dude is horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous. And the defenders, go ahead. Tell me how he's not. Go ahead.
Yeah. And what is there to defend?
Horrendous.
Yeah, what's there to defend? And you know what, Kevin? These same people who now seeing it were the same people who couldn't wait to get Sam Darnold out of here because they thought they were getting the next coming of Tom Brady.
He looks like a high school kid playing out there. That's what he
Yeah.
looks like. Looks like a high school kid. And I just watched Namath kill him for sitting down on a play. Sitting down, you sacked yourself. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 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 No, I know.
The only place you should be sitting down is on the bench.
Kevin, here's the other thing. If they don't, if we all believe this kid stinks as a fan base, and the coaches are on the fence because you see the way they're calling this game, why is the backup on this team if he's not good enough to get in the game? Then team, because yesterday at the end of the third quarter, they should have brought Boyle in.
I heard a couple places today that there was reports of people standing on the sidelines hearing Salah call upstairs saying, "Should I pull him? When should I pull him? Should we pull him?"
Kevin, if that's the truth, if you heard that right and you heard these whispers from
and who knows if it's true, right?
That's what I'm saying. If these whispers are right that you heard from whoever, then Salah is we thought he was. And Salah is not the coach he thought he was. And let me tell you, Kevin, we said this on our episode 105. Why is Cobb, nothing against Lazard, but why is Cobb in there for 44 plays and McCole Hardman in there for 1? Why? Because he's not a Hackett guy. He's not a Hackett guy. You got McCole Hardman. You're not using him. He's played offensive plays the whole friggin' season. Are you kidding me?
And he's got nothing but speed.
Jeremy Ruckett? Yeah, but they don't know how to use him, right? What did Jeremy Ruckett play yesterday? 4?
After the coach said during the week, we got to get him in the game more.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
By the way, this coach is 12-25.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a recipe for success.
And I believe, and I could be I could be wrong, Kevin, but I believe Brian Daboll in 20 games already has 10 or 11 wins. So he's already, going to move ahead of Salah soon. A minute and 45 left in the game. We're on the 45-yard line. They did nothing.
No.
Even backup would have dreamed of being that.
And
and moving
usually
that team.
Usually I print out the stats and everything. What does it matter? It's total. It's an inept.
What stat you want to know, Kevin? What I got it for you. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? He was 18 for 36 yesterday for 157 yards.
Yeah, with a couple checkdowns to the turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couple checkdowns to the turf he had. I didn't know the turf could catch.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Patriots had 358 total yards to all 171.
Sure.
If my math is correct, that's doubled. They doubled what we had.
And
hold on a second, Kev. We're supposed to be this good running team with a 3-headed monster, and we rushed for 38 friggin' yards with our 3-headed monster, and old man Elliott ran for 80 yards against us? Oh, Jesus Christ.
And
we were 2 and 14 on third down conversions.
And when you look at the targets to the wide receiver and Conklin and stuff compared to the catches, like Garrett Wilson, he was targeted 9 times. He only had 5 catches.
Yeah.
Where'd those other balls go?
How about this one? Going into yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But how about this one, Kevin? Going into week 3, New England, for the first time all year, scored in the first quarter and had a lead. Had a tight end catch a touchdown and had their biggest pass play to Gesicki for 12 yards.
Of
All against
course.
us.
Of course.
All against us.
Of course. Don't you think he came in here, Belichick, saying, that's all right. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get off the snide here. Said to Jones, just don't do anything stupid. Just manage the game, blah, blah, blah. Because number 2 under Mr. Green child over there, don't worry. I'll take care of him.
Yeah. 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 Now, Kevin, I'm not a fan of these PFF ratings and how they rate everyone. Let me ask you something, because I have some numbers on our O-line. What did you think of the O-line as a whole yesterday?
For all the shifting around, I thought they did pretty well. Everybody wants to blame the O-line. There was plays when he had 4, 5, 6 seconds to make a damn decision, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
He couldn't.
Again, Kevin, I agree with you, Kevin. I'm not for these PFF rankings, but I'm going to read you the rankings of all 5 starters yesterday, because you know what? For the first time, and we trashed this O-line. We always have, and in the last 3 years, we constantly trash. Yesterday was not, they weren't the reason we lost.
No way. No way.
And only reason, because you know what? The Patriots didn't fear Zach Wilson beating them with the pass, so they crowded the box. I'm going to give you some numbers. That's why I said, I'm going to give you some numbers. And this is why I said to you, how is our second-round pick not playing more? So yesterday, Joe Tippmann, 85.6 pass blocking rate, 70.4 on the run, the highest-rated Jet out of the 5.
Mm-hmm. No, he had a good game.
And the last and the week before in Dallas, he them all because they love Dwayne Brown, and I don't get the loyalty that Dwayne Brown got. Why Joe Douglas gave this kid carte blanche to sit out with his injury and then boom, put him right into the starting lineup like this guy was going to fight gold for us. Elijah Vera Tucker, 80.8 in the pass block, 76.6 in the run. Lakeland Tomlinson, who I'm not crazy about, he even played well yesterday, 73.6 in the pass block, 55.3 in the Kai, 61.9 in the pass block, 67.6 in the run, and McGovern 48.2 in the pass block and 75.9 in the run. We killed this O-line, but yesterday they weren't the reason.
The problem wasn't the O-line. It wasn't the play calling. I heard everybody out there, hack it. Bullshit. There was open receivers. This guy stinks.
Yeah. It's hard to defend him, Kev. It's hard to defend. I'm tired of trying to defend him. Got into fights on social media because I defended Sam Darnold. I'm not defending Zach. I can't wait. For me, Kevin, right now, I can't wait for this kid to get out of town because he's a deer in the headlights. He's lost.
It's like watching a high school kid play quarterback in the NFL. That's what it's like.
Yeah. And the fact that Salah feeds us this fucking garbage that he's getting better week to week. Salah,
we see the improvement. He's going through his
take you down. He's take you down.
He's going through his reads. He's going through his progressions. Where? What are you watching? Yeah, he's going through his progressions. He's checking down to the turf. And for a tight end to get 1 yard on 4th and 10. You're right. He's going through his progressions. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Kevin,
did you hear his explanation for that? The quarterback? Well, I thought if I got him the ball, maybe he'd make the guy miss.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was going to carry the dude for 7 extra 8 yards.
Yeah.
Top of his back.
Yeah, sure.
Kevin, do you know what the Jets did in their first 5 possessions?
Punted.
Yeah. The first 4 of those 5 possessions were 3 and outs. I think halfway through the second quarter, our offensive -1. And I'm supposed to believe this Zach Wilson's going to lead us to where we want to go. We're halfway through the second quarter. Our total on offense was -1.
After 3 years, you're in your third year, and you don't look any different. You actually look worse than your first. You actually look worse. So come on. You made a mistake with the pick and move the hell on.
Yeah. Now, Kevin, here we are. We're sitting here.
If I never see him under center again, it'd be a glorious day for me.
Kevin, here we are, 27 hours from when that game ended, and we haven't heard. They brought in this quarterback. They're looking at this quarterback. Joe Douglas is working the phones. When Douglas is working the phone, where's his phones that he's working? Is his battery dead? Because he doesn't seem to be working any phones. Because here we are coming to Tuesday morning, and there's still not another quarterback in this building.
We did hear from Matt Ryan saying, "Oh, no."
Of course, because you know what? Matt Ryan saw Michael Carter arguing with the running backs.
Yeah.
Saw Jim Nance say, this quarterback's not a quarterback. And God bless Romo, who everyone hates now as an pep the kid up. There's no pepping this kid up. This kid is bad.
Yeah.
I watched some high school quarterbacks who are better than him.
You see the clip? I mean, it's lip reading, so where it looks like Wilson is standing next to Lazard. There's like I don't know, garbage time in the game, 1:06 or whatever it is. I don't know what it was. And he looks at him, he goes, he can't throw it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Lazard goes, I know.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Kevin, in that fourth quarter, the Patriots did everything they could to help us win.
Yes.
And we still couldn't fucking do diddly.
You get the ball at the 45-yard line. Even a serviceable quarterback can move you down the field.
Yes.
Especially on that defense with their starting corners out.
My God.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
10 fucking points in our building to probably one of the worst Belichick teams we've seen in 25 years.
Yes.
20, so whatever it is, however long he's goddamn been there.
And I hear morons today. Wow, same thing would have happened if Rodgers was the quarterback. What are you, high? We would have won that game by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about?
But we would have won the Buffalo by us too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Arizona, we thought it was going to be a laugher, and Dobbs wind up beating Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Dobbs wind up beating Dallas. And
what is that? That's even more of an indictment on this quarterback.
But Kevin, it's also an indictment on our head coach. You also have to blame the coordinators. You have to blame the whole coaching staff that this Dobbs beat in Arizona frigging Cowboys. Yeah, I understand they lost a key guy, they lost a key cornerback. Come on. Zach Wilson in his third. I don't know what year is this for Dobbs? Is this his second year?
I'm not. I believe so. Don't quote me on that, though.
But in 3 games this year, the New York Jets have scored a total of 42 points. The Chiefs yesterday in 141. And Kevin, I know you're going to want to kill me for saying this, but I have to say it. Your hated Miami Dolphins put up a 70-burger on Denver and was laughing all the way to the bank. You know, at this pace, it's going to take the Jets 4 more games to total 70 points.
Mm-hmm. Wait till Sunday. What do you think's going to – can you imagine the atmosphere at this stadium Sunday night?
Oh.
This Sunday night, can you imagine?
Kevin, you could call me a fair weather fan, If I have tickets for Sunday night's game, I'm giving them to someone else because there's no way I'm sitting in that stadium till 11 o'clock at night when I have to be up at 5 in the morning for that garbage. For that garbage. That is just go. I'd rather watch college football. I watched a great Penn State game
Yes.
the other night. I watched a great the other night, and I'm enjoying. I'm even enjoying watching high school football because my boy plays, and watching the Jets just sucks the life out of you.
Well,
I was so disgusted after the Jet game. I couldn't watch the 4 o'clock games. I couldn't watch. I was disgusted.
I think we've said it on here before. Probably last year. This team just sucks the life out of you.
I was so disgusted.
Sucks the life out of you. And then
Only saving
you
thing
don't
is
even
nice.
hear
Yeah.
don't even hear him talk about any changes or anything. Or
Yeah.
give your fans something besides crap.
And let me tell you something, Kevin. He's not gonna get fired, and neither is Hackett, and neither is Joe D, because Aaron Rodgers is waiting, hopefully in the wings for 2024. So all these coaches are gonna get a freebie. So this is why Salah could say, Zach's my quarterback. Zach's my quarterback. He's improving on his progressions. He's stepping up into the pocket and doing well. Stop feeding us that bullshit, Salah. Stop.
You're lying, but you're lying to us. What do you think we're stupid that we're like this when we watch the game? My God.
Disgusting.
I've been watching football for 50 some odd years. I know when you stink, you stink.
Yeah. Kevin, 3 games.
So we're all stupid, and and we're all stupid, and we don't know what we see, right?
Yeah. Kevin, you were a little more than me, or much more than me, but I was right behind you, but you more than me. From day one was against Zach Wilson. And all the people told us, no, we're nuts. Oh, Zach's the man. Look at these throws. That throws. Yeah, throws my legs.
When I went to the first green and white, our first year, and I said, wow, Mike White looks a hell of a lot better than Zach Wilson. And people, oh, yeah, all right. Did you see what Mike White did yesterday?
I don't know his numbers, but I know he got in the game. Did he throw 2 touchdown passes?
Yeah, nice bomb to Robbie Anderson.
Yeah. Well, now he's Robbie Chosen. Yeah, no, I know.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, just think about it. Mike White yesterday threw 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our quarterback has 3 in 3 games.
If Mike White is your quarterback yesterday, you win that game?
Yes.
Of course you do. Of course. Yes. Of course you do.
Yes.
Of course you do.
And I tell you what, I don't know if we beat Dallas, but we put up more than 10. Mm-hmm. We put up more than 10.
I think if Christian Hackenberg was your quarterback yesterday, you beat the Patriots.
Now you're really pulling out a
name. Listen, I can't watch this anymore. I can't watch the turf balls. I can't watch a ghost sacking you. I can't watch that. But yet I have to. I have to. Because that's what they're that's what they're stuffing down our throat. Is crap.
You know what, Kevin? We started this rant by saying, there was some open receivers and whatever. And I don't know, maybe it's gonna sound like I'm flipping the switch, or now you're rooting. Hackett has got to get a little more creative. You got this McCole Hardman, no short screens, no little sweeps. We saw another, and hopefully that the invisible hole up the middle will open up. When New England was stacking the box because they didn't fit Zach Wilson.
Every team's going to stack the box.
What do you think the Chiefs are going to do next week? You're going to put up a 50 burger by half?
Yeah, I was going to say put up about 50 points. Well, I mean, hopefully your defense keeps you in the game, but eventually they're going to give up because we can't score.
Kevin, again, we gave props to the defense. They held the team to 13 points. End of the third quarter, they were 8 for 14, the Pats, on third down conversions. That's better than 50%. All right, so we got to knock the defense a little. And where does our defense not get one sack yesterday? Meanwhile, the Patriots recorded 3.
Well, 3, 2.
That's right, because he pulled
the he sacked himself.
Yeah,
what did I see? Somebody, it was Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
Pulled the Brett Favre at the record that time.
Yes,
I know,
yes,
I saw that.
yes.
I saw that, man. You know, and Kevin, I don't want to sit here the whole night. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's make this short and sweet. This team, as long as Zach Wilson's the quarterback, and I'm saying
is going nowhere,
might not win another game.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who on this schedule they're gonna beat. They're gonna
Broncos,
go
maybe.
Who?
Broncos?
Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe. Yeah. Atlanta is better than I gave them credit for. The Washington Commanders are better than I gave them credit for. And the Giants are going to want to kick us when we're down, when we come out of the break. Now, if the Jets would have brought in a Wentz or a whoever after week 1, he would be up to par right now because he would have had 2 weeks. And going into this cheap game, we have a serviceable quarterback. Instead, we got a fucking high school kid quarterback. And
Rodgers went down on that Monday night. On Tuesday morning, and I'm talking 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You start working the phones.
Yeah. Great. And this is such a terrible job by this organization from top to bottom that there was not a quarterback in here. Not a quarterback in here. And the fact that, and maybe Salah's keeping this in-house under wraps, but that press conference today from him was embarrassing because he treated me and the rest of us Jet fans like we're putzes.
And right, like we don't know what we're watching. Like we don't know what we're talking about. We don't know what we're watching.
No clue.
We don't get it. We don't get it. That's what he said. We don't get it.
No clue. Yeah.
Got to be kidding me.
Like we're 5 years old. He was trying to sell us a bill of goods when we
like we don't know what we're watching. Yeah. We don't understand. We don't get it. We don't know what they know. All right. You know what I do know? He stinks.
Yeah. Now, Kev, here's where, and listen, you don't know these plays
like a pile
coming down to this, but here's another thing. Brownlee
stinks like a pile of manure on a hot summer day.
Yeah. But Kevin, here's another thing. And of course, we didn't know it was going to come down to a Hail Mary. But this wide receiver, Brownlee, made the team. I believe he's like 6'5".
And he's always inactive.
Yesterday, he's not active. Yeah. And yesterday would have been the perfect play for him because he's tall.
He's always inactive.
And here's what I'm going to say about Jet Lock. What I'm going to say about Jet Lock. You know, if that was Green Bay and Cobb was wearing the Green Bay jersey, makes that fucking catch yesterday. But because he's in jet white, his fucking shoe sticks to the turf and he jerks back and the ball hits him and falls. But if that was a Green Bay Packer uniform, he catches it and everyone talking about how great Cobb is.
Of course.
Now, props to him for taking blame, but he's not the reason why we lost either.
Of course not. Listen, to me, there's only...
Yeah. Should he have been in there?
There's one reason. That's it.
Yeah. Should he have been in there for 44 plays, Cobb? No. Not
No.
when you got a Hartman on the. And what about Gibson? I understand he's our punt returner. It's faster than hell. He's like a Madden game. And figure something out. This is where I blame Hackett a little bit for not being a little more creative.
How about a flea flicker? How about something? Anything.
Something. Yeah. Even after the Steelers won their second game, their first game after week 2, they were 1-1. Steeler fans were saying their offensive coordinator stinks. He's too vanilla. You don't see no creativity. I wonder what they're thinking about their offensive coordinator last night. They went to the Raiders and beat them 23, whatever it was, 18. Now, McDaniels made a bad call as a coach, but the Steelers are 2-1, and,
Mm-hmm.
with the vanilla offense blend, and here we are 1-2 with shit.
No.
Why does every team
shit? What do you mean? You got Zach Wilson as your quarterback. Yeah. We got Zach Wilson.
Every team drafts a fucking quarterback and does something good with them, and we draft shit after. You see, everyone wanted to knock Kyle Shanahan in the summer for getting rid of Trey Lance. He cut his losses while he could. Meanwhile, we're still sticking with this fucking Putz, but he's our starter, and we don't want to bring anyone else in because we don't want Zach to be looking over our shoulder because he's so sensitive.
Well, I heard people talking about that. That's another, are you kidding me? This is the NFL. This is a grown man's sport. Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? That's what I mean. It's like high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he can't have somebody looking. I don't want to get him worried that someone's over his shoulder. Every week you're on if you blow chunks, but not if you're Zach Wilson. You could shit the bed constantly, and you're still going to start for this fucking organization because this organization is about as clueless as they come.
It's like I heard Willie Colon say, why is every position on this team like up for grabs except for one?
Yeah. Yeah. And why, Kevin? Why hasn't Salah and this coaching staff figured out how to win? Rucker, Hardman, who else is there? Gibson, Brownlee, and get him off the bench, put him on the active roster. Something. I should not see Cobb for 44 plays. I should not see Cobb for 44 plays. And Lazard, as big as he is, I'm sorry, they got to find a way to get him more. What do you have? 2 catches yesterday, if that?
I had it somewhere. What do you have? He was targeted 5 times. He had 3 catches for 39 yards.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is he, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", whatever how tall he is?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Conklin was targeted 5 times too. Only had 3 catches for 26 yards.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm done, Kevin. Like I said to you yesterday, this was the first time in 47 years this team made me really question watch football. Why do I watch this team? Why do I watch football every Sunday? I've seen this story. I've seen this movie. I heard this album before.
I mean, is it they don't give a crap because Rodgers is coming back next year? So whatever, they know they got to pass this year. Yeah, we'll just roll Zach out there. Screw you for every Sunday, you fans, this and that. We don't give a crap. We know what we're doing.
That's what I said because. Yeah, that's what I said to you, Kevin. Because they have Rodgers waiting in the wings for 2024, all their jobs are safe because Rodgers is not going to play for no one but Hackett. He's not going to play for anyone else but Salah. He's not going to play for anyone else but Joe D. So all these guys are safe. And fine, if they're safe, that's fine. But then Woody should go down and say, you know what? You're all safe for your jobs because Aaron's coming back, but this kid is no longer my quarterback. He's making me look like a stupid ass owner him off the field you put in there, and who do you have to sign in the off the practice squad? But get this kid off our field.
You would think the owner would step in and say, I can't watch this anymore.
Well, yeah, exactly. Get this kid off my field.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I never thought I would say how much I miss Mike White at this moment.
Sam Darnold. Anybody.
You know what, Kevin? I'm going to die by that soil. I don't care. People didn't like him, but Sam Darnold was in a worse situation than anyone with Gase and that offense he had to work with. This offense is so much better, and Zach Wilson still looks worse than Sam, and Sam didn't have talent around him that Zach had. So I don't want to hear Jeff fans tell me, Sam Darnold, what a joke he was. Yeah, go look at Sam Darnold's offense for the 3 years he was here compared to what Zach Wilson had over. And he still sucks worse than Sam.
Listen, any offense goes the way of the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good the skilled players are. As the quarterback goes, so goes the offense.
Kevin, we've seen serviceable quarterbacks win games.
Yeah.
We've seen serviceable quarterbacks win Super Bowls. This kid is not serviceable. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson went to a Super Bowl.
Does he got an arm? Sure he does. Can he run? Sure he can. Can he read a defense and go through progressions and think on the fly? No.
Let me ask you, Kevin. I know what I would do. Put yourself into Zach Wilson's shoes. After that game last night, right? And you get up, you did your press conference, you showered, you got dressed, you got into your car. Where are you going? You're Zach Wilson. After you get into your car, where are you going after that game? Where are you going after that game?
My mom's friend's house.
Yeah, and exactly. And that's probably where he went. He had a nice meal, and he went to go screw some 40-year-old. God bless him. But me, if I'm him after that game, I get in my car and go home and play that game in slow motion and see what I did wrong. There's no way this kid is heads in the game plan or in the book after a game or even after practice on a Tuesday. They never hold on a second, Kevin. Second, Kevin. Give me a second. I never heard any of our players say, yeah, after practice, Zach Wilson's here going through his progressions, going through his reads, he's the last one to leave, first one in. You never hear anyone say that about him.
I think maybe he does.
You never hear anyone.
I think maybe he does have his head in the playbook and everything, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Then that's even more reason. But you know what? Again, Kevin, they asked Garrett Wilson today, oh, Zach Wilson, you lose count. No, that's my dog. That's my dog. But he didn't say, you want to know why he's my dog? Because he's the first one in the building and the last one to leave. Off the field, he's there with Hackett going over things, going on. You never hear them say that about him.
Nope.
He's my dog, because they got to keep him confident. But you never hear anyone say, 52 men on the team, no one ever says, Zach Wilson, first one in the door, last one to leave. After practice, still on the field, working, making throws, going through progressions, working with Hackett to get it right, his timing. You never hear any of that from the 52 players on this team or the coaches. All we hear is, that's my dog. And I understand that's the vernacular today. That's my dog. He's my boy. I got his back. He's the man. But you never hear Zach, first one in the building, last one out of the building. Constantly on that field after practice, working with Hackett, with the receivers. You never hear any of that.
No.
Never.
Of course not.
And Salah's going to try to sell me some bill of goods on this piece of crap?
Please.
Sorry. This kid is not an NFL quarterback. This kid is not an NFL backup. If the Jets cut him today, Kev,
Yes.
is anyone picking him up?
No. 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 No.
And on that note, Kevin, for me, on to
Maybe
Kansas City.
maybe an XFL team, but I don't even know about that. So
For me now, it's on to Kenny. Here we
that's
go.
all you can do.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Sunday night. Taylor Swift in our building with all the Swiftettes.
Hey, he won me money yesterday, so
Good for you. Good for you.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Money this week.
Yeah, that's it. This, like you said, they suck the life out of you.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll see you this
I'm
weekend.
done. Go game. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yep. What is nothing else to say?
Yeah.
Except he goes through his progressions. He's getting better. He's reading the field.
Yeah.
Get up. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you this weekend.
Yes.
Talk to you later.